Hey, welcome to the Minuteman Prep YouTube channel. My name is Ben, and this is the Ampace P600 portable power station or solar generator, whatever it is you want to call it. And I'm going to do a quick review on this. Ampace was nice enough to send this out because they want you guys to know about it. And so they said, hey, we'll send it to you as long as you just give a full honest review, which is exactly what I'm going to do. Receiving this in no way, shape, or form changes my opinion. If anything, it makes me more critical of it because it makes me wonder, like, hey, why would they send it for a unit like that? So anyway, this is going to be just for you guys, and Ampace is basically saying they want me to review it for you. So we're going to get into it, and hopefully you'll find it helpful. So the P600 has a 600 watt pure sine wave inverter. It can peak up to 1200 watts. It has a 584 watt hour battery, so pretty small but usable battery, and it only has 100 watts of solar input. So anytime I see any solar generator where the solar input is not capable of charging the battery from 0 to 100% within 5 hours, I start disliking it. In this case, that's what's happening here. This requires at least 6 hours to charge, whether it's from the wall charger, because that also puts in 100 watts, or from a solar panel. We're going to get into the solar panel test right here in just a minute, but I want to check first, can this output 600 watts consistently? And so we're going to do a quick test on that. And if it can do that for even just 5 minutes, then we know we're good to go. There were some older products. Pretty much most of these units will do as advertised now. So we're going to make sure that this can do that. Let's just go ahead and get it on the scale here, see what we're dealing with. Okay. We are at 17 pounds, 12 ounces. So just a quick comparison right off the bat. These are basically the same weight, but this one has better solar input by 100%. So, and it's older and you can get it for cheaper, possibly. That's going to be one critique that I have is this has been out for a while, so since this is brand new, why isn't this better than this? And especially for the fact that the wall charger on this just plugs in with this simple cable. There's no big adapter power brick, whereas this one has a big adapter power brick. I'm not going to get into the output test of this because I already tested that. This will output 600 watts consistently. You can see I'm already down to 29%. I've recharged it a little bit. But I did get this adapter here. We could plug it into devices like this, turn this on, and it'll tell us the exact voltage that's coming out of the cigarette lighter port so we can see if it's regulated. This is giving me a weird readout. It was saying 15.5, 15.4, and then I saw 13.5. And now it's just flashing. So it's working, but I don't know what kind of voltage is actually coming out of here. So I don't know if you can see that right here, but it's just flashing and then telling me 15.4 or 15.5. By comparison, let me turn this on, turn on the DC port, plug this in, and immediately you see it's saying 13.6 volts. So that's weird. I'm not sure why it would be doing that other than it's got some issues with outputting the right voltage. 15.5 volts is definitely really high out of that port. That actually would concern me to be having that much voltage come out. And especially the fact that it's just flashing and not giving me a really clear answer on what the voltage. So not good so far, basically. One of the cool features this does have is the ability to add an expansion battery as well as have a car jumper jump start on it. So if you did want to have this around for emergencies like that, then it would be helpful to be able to jump start your car, and it's cool you can add another battery, another unit, so that way you can have more battery capacity. But at that point, there's no reason to not go with the new River 2 Pro, simply because it also weighs about the same and is about the same size as this. And you're gonna get a lot better solar input, output, everything on the River 2 Pro. So unfortunately, I don't have a lot of good things to say about this. But I was able to test the solar panel input on this on another day when I had really good sun. So let's go ahead and jump to that. Here on the P600, I've got it at 29% right now. It says it can charge from 12 to 30 volts, 100 watts max, and it is MPPT supported. It doesn't tell us the amps on what it's going to let in. I'm assuming it's only 5 amps. But I have a 200 watt solar panel connected that is putting in 20 volts, and let's see what it does. Now, the stupidest thing is that this unit did not come with a solar panel adapter. I happen to have this one around, and this is like a 5521, and then I have to have this adapter on it. I don't even know. I think this is a 5525, and then this is a 5521, and this is the adapter. Either way, let's see what kind of power we're getting. So the 9 on the 29 is now flashing. That's interesting. Getting 80 watts in right now. It's perfectly clear and sunny right now. Ideal conditions, and it's dropping. That's very interesting. You can see those solar panels are what I've got out today. And this first solar panel here on the front edge is the one that I'm using. And I just tested this on another unit and I was getting 160 watts just out of that one panel. So I know we're making more than 100 watts. But here right now, we're only getting 46. So it is what it is. That seems to be the best it can do. Oh, wait, it just went up to 90 watts. So that was close. Not sure exactly what's happening, why it's fluctuating so much, because there's no clouds or anything like that moving over the sun. Let me show you the condition. These are the conditions right now. You can see there's this cloud, there's nothing covering the sun right now. So very interesting that it's fluctuating so much. It was at 92, so we're getting close to the 100 watts input. Okay, so maybe there just was something in the sky we couldn't really see, maybe a really thin cloud that we couldn't really see. But to get 92% of the rated input is actually pretty impressive. I just wish that it had a larger solar input. At least 200 watts would have been nice, but you can see we're getting pretty close to the solar input, which is pretty impressive. I want to give a special shout out to all my Patreon members and subscribers, and especially you just for viewing this far into the video. I truly appreciate you, especially my Patreon members. Everything you guys contribute goes back into doing reviews like this and helping you guys directly. You get direct access to me as a Patreon member. You can ask me anything you want about preparedness or whatever. So if you want to be a part of that, go to patreon.com/MinutemanPrep. If you are looking for solar generators that I do recommend, even ones that I actually use, then go to poweredportablesolar.com and you'll be able to see the kits that I recommend, because I've literally tested dozens of these. And honestly, the majority of them I don't actually like, which is kind of a sad thing. But there are some that are really, really good. And so you'll want to go find out what those are. So that way you're getting exactly what you need. Just shoot me an email if you like to info@poweredportablesolar.com and I can help you figure out what system will work best for your situation, whether it's just running a fridge or you've got air conditioning and a well pump or whatever it is. Now the P600, you guys have seen the results for yourself. Not a huge fan of it. I appreciate Ampace for sending this out, and I feel bad saying that I do not recommend it. But honestly, for the price and for what you're getting, you could get other units, even used units like this, that are going to be a better price and perform better or equal to. And so for that reason, I'm just going to give it a no. But I appreciate you guys being here. Be prepared, have backup power. These are tiny systems that are not really good for backup power. Make sure you got your water storage, water filtration, you got your food storage and way to grow more food, you got your way to protect it all, protect yourself, and then of course backup power so you can have good communication, keep your fridge, freezer, all of that running. So now is definitely time to be prepared. For me, I don't try to look at it as being prepared for necessarily worst case scenario, but being prepared for what's inevitable. Even if you're not looking at it from a doomsday perspective, which some people are, but many people are not, it's pretty apparent that we are getting more and more blackouts on a regular basis. I just got an email this morning from my power company, and we have a couple of blackouts a year, but they said that they're expecting rates to go up. And so just more reason to have solar. I actually offset my electricity bill every month by running part of my house directly off of a solar generator all the time, just using some extension cords and the solar panels I keep outside. So you can buy a system now and have it start paying for itself and being prepared at the same time, because if power goes out, I've already got that equipment running, so we don't even have to be home for all of that stuff to be turned on. So thank you so much for being here. Be prepared. I will see you guys in the next video.